Hello, mamas. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Nicole Carter. I'm the mindfulness coordinator for VHS Wellness, and I am pregnant. I am in my 6th month, second trimester, and feeling good. I hope that all of you are feeling good in the second trimester. This practice you can practice first trimester, second, or your third. You are more than welcome to come on into this practice. That's the great thing about prenatal yoga. It works all the way from month 1 up until 9. Just a friendly reminder to make sure that you check in with your doctor first before you do any kind of practice or exercise when you are pregnant. And listen to your body, right? Take care. If something doesn't feel good, then just back off, right? Moving with your body, right? Meeting your body where it's at. Some props that we're going to use for class today are 2 blocks. You can also use books, just giving you a little extra lift off of the earth core, some stretches. And I am sitting on a blanket. You can use a blanket, a towel. It's just really comfortable to sit on, and we'll use it at the end of Shavasana. You can also use it under your knees when we get into some tabletop poses. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started in a comfortable seated position. I'm in a cross-seated position, but maybe for you it's a leg out, both legs out, whatever is comfortable. Bringing your hands to your knees or in your lap. And go ahead and just take a deep, big breath in. And let it go. Breathing in through your nose. And breathing out. Let the jaw relax. Feel the shoulders soften. A little length in the back of the neck as you draw the chin down. Take a little lift in your heart. And then on your next breath in, go ahead and place both hands onto your growing baby. Just begin to make the connection between this vessel, between your body and this baby that's growing inside you, and how connected you are inside and out. And studies have shown that positive psychology, positive thoughts really impact the way that your growing baby can work and move through the pregnancy and then after you give birth. Breathing in and breathing out. And can you offer a little smile into your growing baby in your belly? The light and the joy that surround you both. Love that you give your baby. Support. And how this practice is a gift for your body and your baby. Building that endurance to help you with your labor, postpartum, next breath in, go ahead and release your arms, reach them up to the sky. And hands collected heart center, eyes can be closed. or soft gaze down. Breathing in and out. Go ahead and release your hands to your sides. Open your eyes if they're closed. Walk your right fingers out and then reach your left arm up to the sky. Relax your left hip down. Take a big breath in. And then feel that right hand plant down as you take a nice yummy side stretch over to the right. Feel length on that left side oblique. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and press out of that right hand. Reach your right arm up, both arms up to the sky. Left hand down. Reach the right arm up. Begin to spider crawl your fingers over to the left. And then find a nice side stretch to the opposite side. Deep breath in. And out. And go ahead and push off that left hand. Bring the arms up to the sky. And then hands come into heart center. Go ahead and sweep your arms behind your back body. Palms are facing one another. Just a nice little chest expander right here on your breath in. Try to keep the spine really long and straight. You don't want to overextend too much. And then pull your arms in together. Your palms will face one another. Beautiful. We're going to take that again on a flow. So inhale, turn your thumbs down. Breathe in. Maybe lift your head this time, just a little bit. Exhale, reach your arms forward, palms together. Just close that gap. So inhale, expand your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together, palms face one another. Exhale, hands come in towards the front, palms together. Go ahead and release your hands down behind your back body. Extend your legs out. They're going to go wider than your hips. You're just going to take a little flush from side to side. Think of this like a little windshield wiper. Little rock. And then go ahead and make your way to a tabletop position. I'm going to go ahead and keep my blanket there for my knees. Hips are above your knees. Hands are under your shoulders, or they can even go slightly wider for a little bit more anchor. Curling your toes, moving some cows and cats. These are really great when you're pregnant as we move into anterior posterior tilt. Breathe in, inhale. Lift your heart, chest expands. Tail up to the sky. Exhale, untuck your toes, press into your hands, press into the tops of the feet. Round your spine, tuck the chin. Let's take two more. Inhale, maybe a little bend of your elbows. Lift your heart. And exhale as you round. Breathing in as you start to work through the breath with the movement. Exhale, round and tuck the toes, press out of your hands, maybe even come up to tented fingers, feel a little bit more length in your arms. Then place your hands back down towards the earth. Curl your right toes. We're going to reach our right leg back. So with baby on board, right, we have this more weight in our belly, anterior tilt. But we can still have a little engagement here where we draw the core in. So think about your pubic bone hugging up towards your belly button. Nice flat back. Right leg will lift, slowly start to hover, kick the leg back, toes point down. And you can pause here. If you notice you're going a little high with that right leg and dipping and hammocking the belly down, just less of a lift. Now you're more than welcome to stay here. Or you can go for a little balance. You can extend your left arm forward. I'm already starting to feel that heat. Tuck the chin, hug that left shoulder back into place. Breathe in, reach through the right leg and the left arm. Breathe out, left hand down. Right leg still hovering. Go ahead and bring your right leg and foot over to the left side. And just bring your toes down. You can look towards your left shoulder. You're just going to find a little pulse forward and back. Just a little calf stretch as you kick through the heel. Feel that right side waist open up. Breathing in and breathing out. We'll go ahead and lift our right leg up. Draw your right knee in. So once again with the belly, we're going to go into a wide knee child's pose. And your feet can go as wide as the mat. Just coming into a frog as you sit back. Forearms can come down to the earth. Or extending the arms forward. Take a breath in. Let it go. One more inhale. Exhale. Press into your hands as you make your way back to your tabletop. Walking your knees in. Hands on your shoulders are slightly wider. Go ahead and curl your left toes. Just start to scrub the mat back. Feel that kneecap lift. Little engagement of your core. Hug the belly up and in. Just slightly lift your left leg. Beautiful. Press out of your hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. So option to stay here, mamas, or you can extend your right arm. And I'm doing a thumb up. If you are in this variation, think about your points of contact. So your right knee and your left hand, push out of them. Feel the leg like someone's pulling you from your right hand and your left leg. Full breath. And release. Right hand will come down to the mat. Sweep your left leg over to the right. Toes will land. You can look toward your right shoulder, get a little neck stretch. And then just begin to find a little sway forward and back. And take it back slowly. Lift your left leg all the way up. Left knee down. Go ahead and take your variation of child's pose, knees wide, feet apart, or a little option here, big toes together, and then come on back. Forearms can come down. What's really great about the blocks is you can also use an extra cushion. Bring your forehead down to the block for extra support. And this just keeps the length in the back of the neck. Breathe in. And breathe out. Pushing into your hands. Come on back to your table. You're going to frame your blocks to the side. If you don't have blocks, that's okay. Hold up your blankie. Your blankie. I have a toddler, and we have 2 blankies, so that's my verbiage. You're going to just place it to the side. We're going to come on up to downward dog. But we're actually going to use these blocks to give us a little extra lift. So a little bit more length in our arms. And I like to cup my heels of my hands at the edge of the block just to give you a little bit more stability. Spreading the fingers. Hands under shoulders. Go ahead and curl your toes. Now when we lift, see if you can look just slightly forward with the eyeballs. We don't want to drop the head completely below the heart. We get a little dizzy. That can be one of the symptoms of being pregnant. Mostly happens in the 2nd and 3rd trimester. I can pretty much do a downward dog without feeling that little wooziness. But now I definitely need to look slightly forward. Toes curl. Lift your hips. Looking slightly forward, I'm just looking towards the edge of the block. Feet are hip distance, they can even go wider. And then just start to pedal. Feel your posterior chain, feel the hamstrings. Little bend in the knees. And our body prepares for labor. So sometimes our ligaments, they can do a little bit more. So you have to be careful. You don't want to overstretch when you're practicing prenatal or just in general. Really find that edge that feels comfortable without pushing too hard, even though you may feel like you can get there. And go ahead and release back down to your knees. If you got a little fatigue in the wrists, you'll just untuck the toes, flip your palms, and then just allow them to rest palms up. You can give a little rock too. And when you're ready, come on back, palms down. Curl your toes. Lift your hips back to your downward dog. And then begin to just take a little stroll, feet towards the front of the mat. Wider than hip distance, right? Baby on board. And then go ahead and just bring your blocks to the side. Sit back like you're almost sitting into a chill. Bring your hands to your quads. Press into your feet. Press into your quads as you gently roll up. Shoulders roll up and back. Reach to the crown of the head. Open your palms. Just take a moment here to check back in. Maybe place a hand on baby. Maybe a little rub, a little support. Bring that smile back into your mind's eye. That gratitude for your body. Making connection with your baby. And go ahead and release both hands back down. Okay, we're actually going to move into a horizontal position on our mat. And we're going to move into goddess. So anything really like second position, ballet, where we're in external rotation is like, yay for mamas, right? Because this is where our weight is. We're externally rotating out, feeling that work in our glutes. And we really want to take care and strengthen our back body. We stretch a lot in yoga, but it's important to bring in some strength and exercises to gain strength in the back body to support the front body, your core. Plus, it's really comfortable, this position in second. This goddess. So heels are going to come in, toes are going to be out. Now my second looks very different than yours. So once you start to settle in, you may need to draw your toes slightly in. Not super pigeon-toed, you may turn them out a little bit more, less of a seat. And I'm just going to show you from profile. We still want to have that alignment of shoulders, ribs, hips in the same line. Drawing the tail down, pressing into the blades of the feet, the outer edges, but also inner arches. Beautiful. Take a breath in. Reach your arms up to the sky. And then you're going to cactus your arms out. Maybe you can sit a little lower. Ooh, I'm already feeling the heat. Maybe you take a little sweep from side to side. Take a breath in. Exhale, sit a little lower. Let's take one more inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and bring your hands into heart center. We're going to lift our right heel up. And then just find some tiny dips. Just a little dip. Just get a little heat in the legs. And dip. And dip. Breathe. And right heel down. Sink in. Reach your arms up. Straighten your legs. Exhale. Come back to that goddess cactus with your arms. Left heel will lift, and you can just lift a sliver. Just little baby dips. I always like to think of Dippin' Dots when I say dip in yoga. Just little dip, breathing, feeling the heat in the quads. And this is all great to build that endurance, right? Because if you're a new mama, if you've given birth, you know that you're in it, right? And ground your left heel, straighten your legs, reach your arms up, big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Go ahead and turn your toes in. They're parallel with your ankles. You're going to reach your arms back. And you can find an interlace here, or grab onto opposite wrist, whatever is comfortable. Little chest expander, open the chest. Now you can stay here, or you can start to dip. Now when you dip, keeping the head and the gaze slightly forward, we don't want to drop the head. Breathe in, think about punching the knuckles back. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. You can go ahead and release your arms. And if your fingers don't quite touch the earth, go ahead and grab onto one of your blocks. And you may go on tall height or step it down to a low height. Bring your left hand down. And you're working with a little triangle. We don't want the weight to go forward. We want to push the weight back. So hips back towards your heels. And then go ahead and reach that right arm up to the sky. So this is not about a twist in the belly, right? We don't want to twist. We don't want it to damage anything in baby or placenta. We just want to twist that right arm up. Think about it coming more from the chest, the shoulder. If you start to feel that right hip sinking over, just pull it back into place. Reach it right arm up. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Replace it where your left is. Left arm extends up. Breathe in. Push out of your right hand so you get a little bit more height and lift. Breathe out. One more. Exhale. And left hand down. You can use a block here or no block. You're just going to take a little bend in the knees, a little speed skater just to flush out those legs. And keep that block that you have. If you don't, go ahead and just grab one. We're going to make our way to a low lunge facing the left side of the mat. And you're going to hop that right foot back. You're going to go a little bit wider than a normal low lunge because once again, baby on board. Right knee down. Yeah. And then untuck your right toes if that feels comfortable. Block's going to come inside. And just think about sinking the chest down. You can heel toe your left foot out a little bit more. You can even dial your left toes out to like 10 o'clock position if that feels good. Right? And just allow a stretch to deepen in your right psoas. Think about lifting the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Slowly heel toe your left foot back. Use that block for support to curl your right toes. Come on up to a low lunge and then begin to grapevine your arms. Take that block with you. We're going to travel over to the right side, facing the front again. Left knee down. Block your hands inside of your right foot. Heel toe your right foot out. Lift the chest, untuck your left toes. And then begin to sink forward. Lift the heart. You can just pull those heartstrings up. Maybe find that heart smile around your heart and your baby once again. Maybe allow your right toes to turn out. A little external rotation. Feel free to rock. And then come on back. heel toe your right foot. Bring your hands down. Step your block in a little closer. And then you're just going to bring your right knee in and then turn horizontal on your mat. Now you can double up your mat here for your knees, or come on back to that blanket for your knees. You'll lift your torso in line with your knees. Go ahead and kick out your right leg, move it into gate pose. Right toes are in line with your left knee. Reach your arms up, big breath in. Exhale, right hand down, left arm reaches over. So we did this when we were seated. Now we're just adding the leg, pulling that inner thigh stretch, abductor muscles. One more. Exhale out. Come on back with your left arm. Slide your right knee in. Kick out your left leg. Your left foot is parallel to the edge of the mat, toes in line with your right knee. Reach arms up to the sky. Left arm drapes down by your left knee band. Reach your right arm up. Feel that nice stretch. Breath in. And out. So good. And then come on back. Bring your left arm down. Bring your left knee in. And you're just going to stay here. You can curl your toes or not curl your toes. I'm just going to show you from profile. So this is just modified camel. We'll bring your hands behind. The thumbs can wrap around the back. Fingers around our front towards our hip bones, hip points. We don't want to push forward. We just want to think about this as a chest expander. Elbows can pull in. So lots of chest expanders. It's summertime. Also, they're just great to open our hearts. Receive that love that baby's given us. Inhale. And exhale. If it's comfortable, maybe just allow your head to draw back. You can even curl your toes. They look like little door stoppers back there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's take one more moment. Inhale. Exhale out. And gently release your arms. Turn my way back again. You come down to a seat on your heels. Start to shimmy your way over to the left side of your blanket. And you're going to keep it there. Now, depending on what stage that you are in your pregnancy, you may still be able to lie on your back for Shavasana. There's a nerve, the Dinakava, I think I'm saying it right. And what happens is the more you get weight into the belly, the baby, it starts to constrict that nerve, which is supplied to your cardiovascular, your heart. So it can drop your blood pressure a little bit. So we just want to make sure that if you feel anything laying on the back, we want to always lie on the side. I've pretty much been lying on the side since like month 2, for me, which is just, the way my body is. So always SOS, sleep on side. I'm already sleeping on my left side every night. So I'm going to use this blanket as a little extra cushion under my side. You can keep this block by your side. You can put it in between your knees if it's a soft block. And then you'll just come on down. Right, your arm can extend. You can place it under your head. You can use the block to go in between your knees, kind of working like a pillow. This is a soft block. And just go ahead and relax into your Shavasana. Whatever position you're in, if you're on your back and that's comfortable, if you're on your side with me, you can place your hands on your belly. Imagine that smile that we pictured in the beginning of class to be much bigger. Imagine this big, vast smile across the sky. It colors the sky, and the clouds. What does that water pattern look like underneath your smile? And move that smile around your heart center. Think about a quality you possess that you can't wait to share with your baby. Maybe it's already that love. Maybe it's patience, understanding, your support. What brings you joy that you'll bring to the baby? And then picture the first smile that your baby gives you. And your smile looking back at baby. There's joy, there's unconditional love. Just peace. Allow those feelings of joy, of bliss, surround you and you. And then begin to gently open your eyes if they're closed. Bring your left hand down. Put your right arm here on your back. You can move to your side body, right or left. Push out of that top hand, coming all the way out back to the seat, removing any props next to you. Come on back. You can sit on the blanket or not. Go ahead and reach your arms up to the sky. Hands come into heart center as they pass through your heart and move your hands to your belly. Thank your beautiful body and this beautiful baby for all that they do every day. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. To take it in through every emotion. Inhale. And exhale. Hands come into heart center. May you and your baby go in peace. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Enjoy, mamas. Thank you so much.